Why does it seem that every time something is finally going right in the motorsports world, it needs to go horribly wrong? Whether it's caused by greed or flat out stupidity, it's almost an inevitability in the motorsports world. Now you might be asking what I'm talking about, and that would be the GRC Supercars division, which has now been killed. And they have decided to replace it with another spec racing series, which is, by the way, what they already have, called the GRC Lights division or something like that. Now, David Land did an exceptional job explaining this in a video that he put out yesterday, so I'm going to link that in the description, and I would really recommend that you guys watch that video because he explains very in-depth on this announcement. It goes through the actual press release. But for me, I just need to rant, because this is a bullshit move, and I'm sorry I'm using bad words, but it is a bullshit move. And here's why. GRC, it has some popularity, obviously. A lot of people are, pretty well aware of GRC and what they do. It's obviously not in the high ranks of motorsports, as it comes to popularity, but it is fairly well known. So they could definitely use some help in popularity. Now you might ask, how do you do that? Well, one way to do that is through somebody who is a draw, and a draw is someone who attracts attention just based on who they are, just them as an individual, whether it be their personality, their work, whatever. And I take that word as I know it from the wrestling world. Guys like John Cena, Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker, Goldberg, recently Ronda Rousey, people that they save for their big shows that they know are going to attract eyeballs. They're going to put asses in seats, basically. And all of that attention that those individuals bring, or they draw, is money. That's attention, that's popularity, that's success. So that having people like that is always going to be something that you can at least fall back on. GRC, for the most part, in my humble opinion, does not have that. No disrespect to any of the drivers, but their most popular driver is probably, Tanner Faust? I mean, no disrespect to Tanner Faust, he's pretty well known by now, race car driver, pretty successful. But he doesn't put asses in seats. He doesn't put, eyeballs on the screen. Scott Speed, their friggin' champion, for crying out loud, is probably more well known for being an ass on iRacing. So what does that tell you about it? Look at draws as it equates to other forms of motorsport. In NASCAR, you have guys like Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick. For me, Brad Keselowski. Look at Bubba Wallace as of late. He's been a huge draw. He's been a massive draw. Formula One, Max Verstappen, he drew a whole friggin' nation to Formula One. So, I mean, it's a huge deal if you can have people who are draws, and GRC does not have that. So if you don't have people who draw, what do you have? Well, one thing you could do is have a manufacturer's battle. Oh my god, they got rid of the manufacturer's battle. How stupid do you have to be? Seriously, how dumb do you have to be? Some suit somewhere had to have come up with this. Seriously, they had to have. Because no rational person who understands motorsport and has seen the pitfalls of many series before GRC decided to make this decision and to introduce spec racing. That is so goddamn stupid. It is laughable. And it could very well be the thing that kills GRC off. It really could. Because look at NASCAR last year. Toyota was whooping everybody's ass. I think we can all agree on that. You might not have liked it, but that's what happened. Alright? So what did Chevrolet do? They responded. This year they brought in the Camaro body in an attempt to beat out Toyota, get better results, and win the championship. That's everybody's main goal. Next year, Ford's going to do the same thing. That is a manufacturer battle, constantly trying to one-up the competitor. And GRC has decided to completely remove that aspect from their product. And that has to be maybe the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard of. I mean, look at a series like Formula One. That is literally half of the battle for them. Every time they show up to the track, Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, a bunch of other teams, they are duking it out for the, the manufacturer's championship. It's part of the fun. It's part of what makes it interesting. And GRC has decided to completely remove that from the equation. And I think that is the worst move that they could make, and I think it's going to hurt them a lot because of it. So I wish them the best. I hope this gold class goes really well for them, because I just don't see any way that it's going to, you know, move them up. But that's my opinion. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little rant here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.